Welcome into Drew Staley Diamonds for Saturday, May 10th, 2025. I am Drew Martin breaking down the slate of games on the diamond, Major League Baseball. A bunch of bets coming your way for the Saturday slate. Let me know in the comments below where you agree, where you disagree. All is welcome. It helps grow the show. Smash that like button if you're liking the content. As we got some day action here for Saturday, game 2 of the series. We are heading to PNC Park in Pittsburgh for the Atlanta Braves and the Pittsburgh Pirates. 4:05 Eastern start here. Andrew Heaney, the lefty, going for the Pirates. We get Smith Scheuer going for the Braves. Braves minus 132 to as high as minus 145. Road favorites, 8.5 being the total. Looking to jump on the Braves here, right around 500 up against the Pirates. It's been a miserable season for Pittsburgh, just 12-26 on the season. Losers of 7 straight coming into the weekend, 5 runs their last 5 games, not counting Friday night's game. And they're up against the starter here for Atlanta, Smith. 8 innings, 1 hit his last time out. I think he's going to have a solid start. And he's up against Andrew Heaney, the southpaw. His last 2 starts, 0-2, 8 innings, 8 earned runs, 3-7 strikeout to walk ratio. On the wrong side of that strikeout to walk ratio, more than twice the amount of walks than strikeouts his last 2. I think the Braves get to him. I think the 32 cents, the low water mark, is short. We get the better bullpen. I think the better pitcher and the better lineup. So we're going to lay minus 132 to start off the Saturday slate. That is Atlanta over Pittsburgh. Next one up, same time, 4:05 Eastern, game 2 of the series. It is the New York Yankees and the Athletics of Sacramento. So the Yankees out west here with Carlos Rodon on the hill, JP Sears, projected starter for the Athletics. Battle of Southpaws with the Bronx Bombers, minus 148 as the road favorite, total of 10. Does look like 88 degrees and sunny. Nice day here for some baseball. Likely a lot of Yankees fans in the stadium. Remember, the Athletics are playing in a minor league ballpark. Yankees come in plus over 60 in terms of run differential. The Athletics minus 25 run differential. And Rodon, the starter for the Yanks, 32-year-old out of NC State, sub-3 ERA, 6.2 innings, 0 earned runs, just 3 hits his last time out against the Padres. He's won 3 straight decisions, 57 strikeouts already this season. I think he has a solid start. Now, Sears, the Athletic starter, sub-3 ERA, but last time versus the Yankees, it was late last year, 5 innings, 9 hits, 6 earned. I think this Yankees lineup gets after him again. The Yankees have the better bullpen. They're the number 1 lineup against lefties. They're getting a lefty here. I think the Yankees under minus 150, a strong play for Saturday. So we're going with the Yankees over the Athletics. Game 2, the final game of the day action. We got some night action here, actually 6:10 Eastern. Heading to Cleveland for Philadelphia and the Cleveland Guardians. Tanner Bybee on the hill for Cleveland. Ranger Suarez, the lefty, going for the Phillies. Phillies minus 110, road favorite, competitive price tag, total of 8. Now, Ranger Suarez is an interesting handicap here. This is only his second start of the year for the 29-year-old Venezuelan. He's had a great career, but his first start was not all that great. So this is kind of a roll of the dice if you're looking to back the Phillies, which I am. I think we get the Phillies, the hotter lineup, the better lineup overall, better against-handedness of pitcher. So gonna take a little risk here betting on Ranger Suarez. I mean, his minor league starts were decent. The velocity was there. I think he could have a better start because his first start was against the Arizona Diamondbacks, and that's a pretty solid lineup. So I think he can manage a little bit better here against Cleveland. Bybee, the starter for Cleveland, 4.20 ERA, but north of a 6 FIP. Just a 28-16 strikeout to walk ratio. That's not all that great. They've struggled a little bit against lefties, talking about the Cleveland bats. Overall, I think Philadelphia at this price tag, minus 110, I think it's short. We're going with the Phillies, who've been playing some better baseball of recent, over Cleveland. Next one up, we're heading to the south side of Chicago for 2 last-place teams, the Miami Marlins and the Chicago White Sox. Shane Smith on the hill for the Sox. We get Ed Cabrera going for the Marlins, 8 being the total, minus 110. That is the White Sox as the favorite. Yes, you heard that right. White Sox haven't gone off as the favorite very much, but that is the case here. Now, it does look like about 20-mile-an-hour winds blowing out towards right center field, but just 53 degrees. I think that actually might favor Cabrera here, the starter for the Marlins. If you haven't seen him pitch, 27-year-old Dominican-born pitcher, tough start to the season, but he was solid last time out. And he's a guy that throws like 98 miles per hour, really comes after the hitters, high strikeout guy. So I think we're actually going to get less contact from the bats of the White Sox. And the White Sox starter, Smith, I mean, Rule 5 guy, decent numbers overall, but he's not getting a whole lot of strikeouts, and he's walked a bunch of guys the last 2 starts, over 6 walks there. So, hey, neither lineup is very great, bottom 5 by most metrics in Major League Baseball, but I do think Cabrera has the better start here. The Marlins coming off a Dodgers series where they did find a way to win 1 game, but going from the Dodgers in Major League Baseball to the White Sox, that's pretty much top to bottom here. So strength of schedule-wise, I think they can take advantage here. Plus 100, risk 100 to win 100, listing Cabrera as the starter. It is the fish over the White Sox. Got 1 game left. It is the last game on the card for Saturday, the nightcap for the show. A reminder, if you could comment below, helps the algorithm on YouTube grow the show. Smashing that like button as well. Anything is more than welcome. Your picks, baseball, UFC, NBA, it is all welcome, guys. And some great analysis over the last couple shows in terms of the pick as well. So I'll be in there chiming in with you. We got premium picks available, WagerTalk.com, experts page, Drew Martin. All right, last game for the card, 9:40 Eastern, 6:40 local time. It is the Toronto Blue Jays out on the West Coast, the Pacific Northwest, against the Seattle Mariners. Logan Evans going for the M's, Bowden Francis for the Jays. Total of 8, Mariners minus 122 as the home favorite. Toronto's out on the West Coast. They lost the series against the Angels. This is game 2 of this series. And really, Toronto struggled on the road, south of the border, playing outside of Toronto, just 6-12. They've lost 4 of their last 5 games coming into the weekend. And they got Bowden Francis on the hill. He's had a rough go of it. His last 7 innings, he's given up 11 earned runs. He's 0-3 his last 3 starts, only striking out 5 batters. And he's actually 0-4 going back to last year, his last 4 road starts. So a bunch of trends going against the Blue Jays here. In Seattle, 22-14 atop the AL West division. They're a team I'm looking to bet on right now. They're 8-2, their last 10 heading into the weekend. They got Evans on the hill. A rookie, a guy I haven't seen pitch much, 23-year-old out of Pitt, the former Pitt Panther, 2 starts this season, 2 starts for his career, 1 good, 1 bad. The good one was at home, so at least we got that in our back pocket. But really, it's more about the team here. Seattle, the number 1 hitting team against righties, number 2 overall. I think they get it done. I think the 22 cents is short. So we're going with the Mariners over the Blue Jays for the nightcap on Saturday. We also got the Marlins plus 100 over the White Sox. We got the Phillies minus 110 over Cleveland. We got the Yankees minus 148 against the Athletics. And we're starting it off. Best bet for the show going early. That is the Atlanta Braves minus 132 over the reeling Pittsburgh Pirates. Guys, that does it for the Saturday show. We'll be back early on Sunday. Come back and join us. Smash that like button, comment below. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Thanks for tuning in. Cash those tickets.